I never liked secondhand stuff, always thinking used things carried bad energy. But in a dusty pawn shop, I spotted a black flash drive that seemed untouched for decades. The shopkeeper, a thin man with missing teeth, smirked when I asked the price. "Better not take it," he said quietly. "That drive belonged to someone who never came back. I should have left it, but some unseen urge pushed me to buy it. Later at home, I plugged it into my laptop, and a single folder appeared on the screen. Do not open. Inside was one lonely file. Rec 001. MP4. My hands shook as I double-clicked it. The screen flickered, showing a decayed hospital hallway, walls covered in mold and shadow. At first, I thought it was just an Urban Explorers video. But then came the sound heavy breathing, raspy and wet, echoing right behind the camera as it kept moving forward. The camera turned into an operating room. The center bed was empty, but in the corner of the frame, something shifted. I froze, rewinding, watching frame by frame, heart pounding. There, near the doorway, stood a figure, a human shape without a face, just two dark pits where eyes should be. My stomach dropped as I realized it had been watching. The camera panned back into the main corridor. Now the footage crawled with static lines, red distortions streaking across. Something unseen was drawing closer, pressing against the lens. Shaky found footage reveals the decaying halls of an abandoned hospital. Terrified, I tried closing the file, but my mouse refused to respond. The video kept playing on its own, dragging me further into its suffocating darkness, beyond my control. The camera reached another room. My chest tightened when I recognized the curtains, the desk, even the coffee cup. It wasn't random. The footage was showing my own bedroom. The feed froze, pointing directly at the chair I sat in. My breath rattled. Then the breathing returned, wet and guttural, not from speakers but behind me, filling the room. My laptop shut down by itself. Lights flickered. I dared not move, certain someone was standing inches away. The air grew thick, every inhale dragging icy pressure down my spine. That night I didn't sleep. The flash drive sat on my desk, a black curse. Each time I tried deleting the file, it returned instantly, as if laughing, mocking my attempts. What's worse, the video kept growing longer. Every time I opened it, new footage appeared. The last time, the camera moved slowly, relentlessly, toward my unmade bed. The sheets rustled on screen, though no one was there. I felt the same movement ripple across my actual bed. My skin prickled, realizing the footage was synced with my room. I unplugged the laptop, yanked cords, even shut off the breaker. Still, when I looked, the screen glowed faintly, camera creeping, closer and closer, toward where I should be lying. Sleep abandoned me for days, yet I couldn't resist. Curiosity gnawed, forcing me back. Each new watch brought more detail, the walls breathing, shadows twitching, as if alive, watching. Once I muted the audio, but the breathing didn't stop. It filled the room itself, rattling windows. I screamed, but the sound vanished into static, swallowed by the cursed feed. Now I write this shaking, unable to touch that drive again. But deep down I know next time I press play, the camera won't just show my room, it will show my face. The sound was too close, as if someone was breathing directly into my ear. I turned, but the room was empty. My reflection on the dark screen was trembling, eyes wide with fear. The footage flickered again, showing the same hallway, but this time with blood smears on the walls. A stretcher rolled by on its own, wheels screeching against the tiles. I froze, unable to breathe. The camera on screen tilted, slowly turning toward a doorway. In the frame stood a tall, shadowy figure, its head bent unnaturally to the side. The figure's face was blurred, as if censored, but its mouth moved, whispering words I could not hear, yet somehow I felt them echo inside my chest like a heartbeat. Suddenly, the laptop speakers erupted with static, so loud I covered my ears. Through the distortion, a voice repeated, "You opened it! You opened it!" The lights in my room flickered violently, plunging everything into a strobe of red and green flashes. My heart pounded as shadows seemed to crawl across the walls. I tried to yank the flash drive out, but it was hot, burning my fingers. The screen displayed another hallway, this one lined with rusted wheelchairs and overturned gurneys. A faint child's laughter echoed through the speakers, high-pitched and wrong. The camera zoomed suddenly, rushing forward as if chasing something down the corridor. I whispered, "This can't be real." But the laptop responded, keys pressing by themselves, typing the words, "It is real." My stomach twisted violently with dread. The video glitched, and for a second, I saw myself sitting at my desk, staring at the screen. But the version of me in the footage was grinning, eyes black and hollow. I pushed the laptop shut, but the screen kept glowing through the cracks. The grin of my double lingered in my mind, stretching wider than any human mouth should. From the speakers, a faint breathing continued, ragged and uneven. It wasn't coming from the video anymore, it was syncing perfectly with my own terrified gasps. The room temperature plummeted. My breath fogged in front of me, though it was summer. I shivered violently, every instinct screaming at me to destroy the flash drive. I grabbed it and hurled it across the room. It hit the wall, sparks flying. Yet on my laptop, the footage continued, the camera creeping closer to my own bedroom door. The doorknob on screen twisted. At the same moment, the real knob behind me rattled. My skin crawled as I realized the footage was no longer just video, it was live. I spun around, heart pounding. The door stood still, unmoving, but shadows leaked beneath it, writhing like black smoke. My knees weakened, nearly collapsing. On screen, the camera pushed the door open. I heard the same creak echo in my room. The hallway beyond was identical to mine, except bathed in flickering neon red. The camera advanced slowly, step by step, until it reached my desk. My heart froze. In the footage, my chair was empty, waiting. The breathing grew thunderous. Suddenly, the chair scraped backward on its own. I jumped up, nearly screaming. My laptop screen went black, but the sound of dragging wood echoed around me. Then words appeared across the dark screen, glowing in blood red. "Next time, it's your face." My reflection stared back, lips moving though I hadn't spoken.